Hola amigos, hola, muy buenos días. Today's video we're going to be reviewing the vocabulary for chapter 8, el vocabulario del capítulo 8. So we've got chapter 7 done, you've got that chapter 7 test out of the way. Let's begin chapter 8 and let's do so by reviewing the vocabulary. Estamos en el libro en la página 228. En la página 228. Again, we're not going to read and repeat every single word, but I would like to maybe visit, some of the words that might be a little bit more challenging, make sure that we're understanding the pronunciation and meanings and all of that. So, let's start with the cognados. En la página 228, los cognados. A lot of good cognates in this one. El banco for bank. La capital, capital. El cheque for check. Again, very difficult to look at these Spanish words and not know what their English counterparts would otherwise be, right? Pay attention to motorcycle. La motocicleta. You might see it abbreviated as la moto, right? Moto would otherwise appear to be a masculine word, but you see the feminine la with it, la moto. The word is motocicleta. It's a feminine word. Despite the fact that the abbreviation or the abbreviated form looks masculine, the word is still a feminine word. So, that would explain the use of the article, the feminine article, la motocicleta, even in its abbreviated form, la moto. Pay attention to police, the word for police or policeman or policewoman. El policía for policeman, or la policía for policewoman. The feminine version is also used generically for the police in general. La policía. Voy a llamar a la policía. I'm going to call the police. I'm not necessarily calling a policeman or a policewoman. I'm just calling the police. La policía. But the feminine version is also used for a policewoman, a female officer. La policía. Whereas the masculine version can be used for a male police officer. El policía. The word policía obviously doesn't change. It would be the el or la, the masculine definite article or feminine definite article, the el or la that precedes it. Okay. Let's see. Los nombres. Let's look at some nouns. Los nombres. Fire hydrant. La boca de incendios. La boca de incendios, or el hidrante. The word hidrante looks like hydrant, right? La boca de incendios, literally the mouth of fires or incendiaries, if that helps you remember, right? It's not really a mouth of incendiaries, it's a mouth of water that puts out the incendiaries. But anyway, you get it, right? La boca de incendios o el hidrante, whichever word you prefer to use. Checkbook. We've got a variety of words. La chequera, or el talonario. El talonario de cheques. I would suggest to you that la chequera is probably the most commonly used word of the two, right? But you might hear people refer to their checkbook as el talonario or el talonario de cheques. How about account? ¿Cómo se dice account? La cuenta, and depending on what kind of account you're referring to, you can use the appropriate word. La cuenta corriente would be a checking account, or la cuenta de cheques, or la cuenta de ahorros would be a savings account. La cuenta de ahorros. Okay. How about the word for debt? ¿Cómo se dice debt? La deuda. Odd combination of vowels there, but you got to hear them all. La deuda. La flor, the Spanish word for flower. Skip over just quickly. En la página 229, we see some photographs of flowers, different kinds of flowers. La camellia, carnation, right? Or I'm sorry, the camille flower, right? El clavel is the carnation flower there, right? El geranio, geranium. El girasol, sunflower. Did you guys know that a sunflower is called a sunflower because it always turns as the sun moves across the sky? The sunflower always is turning to face the sun, right? So girasol, literally to gyrate around the sun, if that helps you remember. El girasol, sunflower. La lila, lilac. La orquídea, an orchid. El pensamiento, I believe the English word for that is pansy. I think that's called a pansy, right? El tulipán, tulip, right? La violeta, violet, flower. Yeah, anyway, fun flowers there. Flowers are very common things in our lives, whether we're giving them or receiving them or simply observing them in nature, right? So it would be a good idea to learn that vocabulary for flowers. Let's go back to our nouns list. Flower shop. ¿Cómo se dice flower shop? La florería. Remember that ia ending on the ends of words gives us the impression or the idea that it's a shop. For example, el zapato, shoe. La zapatería, the shoe shop, right? El pan, bread. La panadería, the bread shop or the bakery. You see? La joya, a jewel. La joyería, jewelry or the jewelry shop. You see? So kind of the same idea. La flor, flower. La florería, the flower shop. Let's see. Oh, manager. El gerente o la gerente. If it's a male manager, el gerente, female manager, la gerente. That might be a word that you would use a lot in your life. Either you are one or you have one at your job, right? So that's a good word to learn, okay? Oh, there's another flower we didn't have a picture of. Daisy. ¿Cómo se dice daisy en español? La margarita. Yeah, some of you know that to be a drink, an alcoholic drink. But that is the Spanish word for daisy, la margarita. How about fine or ticket? La multa. The kind of ticket that not the kind of ticket you buy to go to a concert or the kind of ticket you buy to ride an airplane. No, this would be the kind of ticket that a police officer issues you, like a fine. That's what a multa is, a fine, or that type of ticket that would otherwise fine you for something. Let's see, loan. ¿Cómo se dice loan en español? El préstamo. Be aware of that written accent mark. El préstamo. El ramo would be a bouquet, like el ramo de flores, a bouquet of flowers. El ramo de flores, a bouquet of flowers, right? That word present, el regalo, a gift, a present for somebody, el regalo. I think that's come up in previous lessons. Look at the verbs. ¿Cómo se dice to park in español? Like to park your car. You've got some options. Estacionar, aparcar, or parquear. I think estacionar is probably the most common of the three, although parquear is kind of it's a legitimate word, but it kind of sounds like you just took the English word park and turned it into a verb, parquear, right? But you'll hear folks use that. How about to date? And this would be to date, like to write the date on something. Not to date like a pretty girl or to date a handsome young man or whatever. This is to date, meaning to write the date on something. Fechar. And you might recognize that because the word fecha, la fecha, that's the word date, like la fecha de hoy. Hoy es el 25 de agosto. Today is August 25th. I'm posting this video a few weeks ahead, right? But anyway, I'm making this video on August 25th. La fecha, el 25 de agosto. The verb fechar, then, to date, meaning write the date on something or indicate the date. Let's see. Oh, to sign. Firmar, to sign. Firma, la firma, that's your signature. So make it a verb. Firmar, to sign or to write your signature. How about otras palabras y expresiones? How about to open an account? Abrir una cuenta. To close an account would be cerrar una cuenta. Cerrar, the verb cerrar, to close. To cash a check. Cambiar un cheque. Cambiar. Literally to exchange. We're not really cashing a check in Spanish as much as we are exchanging that check for cash. Cambiar un cheque. Let's see. Oh, to give someone a ticket, that ticket we talked about, a fine, la multa. Dar o poner una multa. I would suggest to you that verb poner is probably more commonly used. Poner una multa. La policía o el policía me puso una multa. He gave me a ticket, but the verb poner, he put a ticket on me, put the fine on me, right? Top of the next column. How about, in cash? ¿Cómo se dice in cash? En efectivo. Dinero en efectivo. Cash money. Cash money. Let's see, what else? To run errands. To run errands or to do chores. Hacer diligencias. Hacer diligencias. Okay? That verb solicitar. Solicitar means to apply for, like a loan. You're soliciting a loan or applying for a loan. The verb aplicar means to apply, but it's a very different context, different connotation than to apply for a loan or like a job application or something like that. To apply for a job, to apply for a loan, solicitar un trabajo, solicitar un préstamo. Okay? The verb aplicar means to apply, but like to apply coats of paint to a house, right? Or to apply maybe advice, right? Someone gives you advice and you apply that advice in your life. That's aplicar. But to apply for a job, to apply for a loan, that's the verb solicitar. Let's see. Let's skip over in la página 229. We already looked at those colorful photographs of flowers. How about words, bank words or financial words? En el banco, there, the bottom half of the page. A plazos. A plazos means in installments. Pagar a plazos, to pay in installments or by installments, right? That verb ahorrar, to save. We saw that verb before. La cuenta de ahorros, an account of savings or savings account. Ahorros, savings, ahorrar, to save. Al contado means in cash. We also learned another word just a second ago. What was it? Cash money. En efectivo. En efectivo. So to hear the expression dinero en efectivo, cash money, or dinero al contado, also cash money, right? El cajero automático. El cajero automático, the automatic teller, right? Take away the word automático, automatic, and you just have teller. Like if you see a live person in the bank, el cajero o la cajera, the cashier, right? Or the teller. How about joint account? ¿Cómo se dice joint account? La cuenta conjunta. Excuse me. La cuenta conjunta. Muy bien, muy bien. Depositar, that should be a cognate. Depositar doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure out that the verb depositar means to deposit, right? To deposit. There's that signature word we mentioned earlier, la firma, signature, the verb firmar, to sign, right? How about free of charge? ¿Cómo se dice free of charge? Gratis. Gratis. The word, we learned another word, libre, also means free, but the word libre means free in the sense of freedom, like you're free to go do and whatever. You're not enslaved by anyone or anything. If it's free of charge, that's a different word. Gratis. Gratis. How about tax? ¿Cómo se dice tax en español? El impuesto. El impuesto. The verb to lend or to loan, prestar. Remember that word préstamo? Préstamo se dice loan. So the verb to loan or to lend somebody something or money. Prestar. Prestar. As opposed to budget, don't be confused. Presupuesto. The roots of those words look somewhat similar. El presupuesto se dice budget. Budget. Okay. What about insurance? Actually, let's back up a little bit. Balance of a bank account. That word, el saldo. El saldo. I'll be honest. I haven't heard that word very much. Again, until I've lived in every Spanish-speaking country and spoken to every Spanish-speaking person, who am I to say what's a legitimate Spanish word and what's not, right? I'm sure somebody somewhere uses that word saldo to mean balance, like your bank balance, not balance on a balance beam or balance on a scale. But saldo. I have heard the word balance, balance, literally balance, right? To refer to even the bank balance. Okay, so just be mindful. That last word, insurance. ¿Cómo se dice insurance en español? El seguro. El seguro. And however you use that word insurance, automobile insurance, life insurance, right? El seguro automovilístico, automobile insurance, right? El seguro de la vida, life insurance, right? What kinds of other kinds of insurance? Health insurance. El seguro social, right? Social insurance, or el seguro de salud, health insurance. I said social insurance, I meant Social Security. El seguro social would be Social Security, which is social insurance. El seguro de salud, health insurance, you see? So you can manipulate those words accordingly. Anyway, there's your vocabulary for chapter 9, el capítulo 9. Oh, I'm sorry, chapter 8, chapter 8, sorry, chapter 8, el capítulo 8. I'll get the video for the vocabulary for chapter 9 here when it comes time for chapter 9. Anyway, el vocabulario del capítulo 8, your chapter 8 vocabulary. Have fun with that. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. We'll see you next time. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.